No, I got that shit turned off.
Okay.
The
Now
auto
about this
assignment.
return.
Yeah.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
Dang.
Perry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Throwing is Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Jackson now.
Oh my God, bro.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles.
Ain't no
Interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On third down, here's Emmett. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did he put that on a dime? He did.
Good punt.
Wow, out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Thank you, brother.
Well, he's certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Fucking
He doesn't
goodness,
drop
bro.
any like that one. Second down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Here's Jackson.
Oh my fucking goodness, man.
Comeback plans, it is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You wasn't even supposed to run that route.
Intercepted. Picked up by Paul Krause. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throwing here, press Prescott, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Smith up the middle. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a two-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Here's 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed.
Good game, bro. Good game, bro.
Second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
Like you still owe me. Yeah, I do. Damn man with that bullshit.
It's just executing better.
You did.
The plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better.
Should have sent it to Tanaka. I could have done this for Mocha.
And that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our crew.